Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barbie of I'm Still a Rose. In spite of it all, in spite of all the challenges that we go through from day in, day out, whether it's our children, our jobs, hey John, I've missed you. Um Tonight I want to talk about us, the crap that we go through. Um, why do we go through the crap that we go through? Could it be that it's us? Has it ever occurred to us that we are the common denominator? Has it ever occurred to us that we need to look in the mirror and see for ourselves, is it possibly us? Or could it be that it is whomever we're dealing with from day in and day out? But what I want to talk about is you thought it would last forever, and it didn't last forever. Why? Have you ever just sat down long enough to evaluate whether or not it was you? Have you ever said, wow, this is the fifth time this has happened to me? This is the fourth time this has happened to me. Is it me? Is it something that I may have done? Hey, everybody, thank you for joining tonight. Have you ever thought that it could be you? Many of us are not where we want to be. We are not in love like we thought we would be. And I think it's time that we do some self-reflecting. I was married 4 times. Yeah, 4. And I couldn't believe the cycle. I couldn't believe the cycle kept repeating itself. And I had to put the mirror up. And I came to the conclusion that I was the common denominator in the fact that I was married 4 times and neither marriage lasted. But I thought each time the marriage would last forever. So the first thing I had to do was think about me, think about my patterns, think about my selections in men, and think about why I selected this man or that man. Why did I say I do? Why did I say yes? Why didn't I say hell to the no and keep it running? I had to ask myself that over and over again until I came to some real facts about me. And perhaps you may need to do that as well. Well, for starters, I know we lose the people in our lives due to a lot of reasons. One being they cheated on us. And think about that for a minute. Why would someone cheat on someone else? Could they be doing it for selfish purposes? Could they be doing it because they're not truly in love with that person that they were connected with? Could it be that they're just cheaters? Could it be that something happened in their lives when they were little and that's all they know because they saw it with their dad, they saw it with their mom, or they had something that happened in their lives that made them not trust people? Whatever the reasons, when someone cheats on you, you feel, the other person feels so cheap. They feel like you've cheated them out of life, particularly when they've given you everything that they have to give you, to share their lives with a person, and that person didn't think highly enough of them to do the same for them and to bring someone else into their relationship by cheating on them. That's pretty deep. But people do it all the time, and it's like it goes with the territory. But cheating is so devastating, especially when you don't expect it. And a lot of times we got to really think about what we're doing and how we're doing it. Could it be that we're too busy and we don't have time to give love? And that person just says, I don't have to deal with this. So I'm going to find me somebody else. And they do that. But they've neglected to tell you that they were going to do that. So you are caught up in a relationship where that person has cheated on you. And it's made you feel so dirty, so disconnected, so disjointed. So, what am I doing? Why am I in this relationship? And this person didn't even care enough for me to just be with me and nobody else. That's a hard feeling. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why anybody would cheat on someone else. Cheating is just such a bad word. It just seems like it's so mean, it's so spiteful, it's so uncaring, it's so unloving. Why do people do that to each other? And I'm not just talking men to women. I know women who've done it to men and think nothing of it and call themselves happily married, just have something else going on. Now, they're not my friends like I love dearly. I just know of them. They're just acquaintances because I don't believe in that. Cheating to me can lead into so many devastating directions, and it could cause so much havoc in a family. It can break up families for generation because that pain doesn't go away. That pain, it is so hard to forgive yourself because you ask yourself, well, was I dumb? Was I stupid? Was I blind? Is something wrong with me? What is it about me that you would think somebody would do that to me? Where did this come from? So then you start downing yourself. You start thinking you're not pretty. You start thinking and men, you start thinking you're not handsome. You start thinking that maybe I wasn't performing the way that I should have intimately. You start second guessing yourself. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with you. It's just the mere fact that somebody was disrespectful enough to disrespect you in that fashion. And it's unfortunate because a lot of us go through that. And sadly, we take it into other relationships. And you wonder why. You wonder why you can't really be in another relationship that's going well for a long period of time, because those little thoughts of somebody disrespecting you, hurting you, it hits you over and over again. And you think possibly that new person in your life is going to do the same thing. Or you think that everybody is going to hurt you because of that one person that you loved from the bottom of your heart, who you trusted from the bottom of your heart, that they would just cheat on you. I was just talking to my ex-husband's girlfriend, and her voice started ringing in my head. And I said, why is this woman's voice ringing in my head? And I couldn't figure out why. And it just disturbed me. But I did pray to God that He gave me that He gives me discernment. Discernment of figuring stuff out, understanding things, being more aware of things that happen in my life, even down to the fact that knowing when I'm sitting there or standing in some place talking to someone, knowing that they can't stand me and they don't want to be anywhere around me. Can you imagine holding a conversation with someone and you feel that they don't want to be around you? They don't like you. They're just tolerating a conversation with you. But I asked God for discernment, and Lord, my goodness, He gave it to me. So back to her, I'm on the phone and she's just yapping away, and I'm not really understanding what she's saying because I was just trying to figure out where I'd heard that voice before, and it hit me. She was the woman that my ex-husband was cheating with. And when I put him out of my life, he moved in with her. Now, I heard her on the phone talking to I I took the phone from him and said, "Hey lady, whoever you are, you can come pick him up because I don't do the threesome thing. I've always respected myself. And I ain't doing no menage a trois. I know that's what they call the threesome. It took me a long time to know what that was, but I got it down now. I'm not that person. I think too much of myself to be a part of a man and a woman and another woman because he needs some variety in his life, in his sex life. I would not be able to do that. I'm not that kind of woman. Um, and I told her this. So I said, look, I can have him packed up. He ain't got much because it's my house. He doesn't have much here as it is. I will pack up his things and I will bring them to you, or better yet, how about you come pick them up? Because if y'all can conversate on the phone like this, of course you can conversate in person. So come pick him up. Dead silence. But I had already heard her voice. And that was 2 years before I had put him out. And it was 3 years later when I realized that's who that was. And do you know I'm still kind to her? I am forgiving, and I am also forgiving of him. But my point in all this is we got to let go of the pain. We got to let go of the hurt, the sorrow that we experience in our lives when somebody just says out of the blue, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And you've been dating them for 5 years. Let it go. It's okay, because what I have learned about relationships is when it's not meant for you, God gonna move them out anyway. And we get so caught up in familiarity that we don't want them to leave. We don't want her to leave. But sometimes it's better to be alone than to be with someone who doesn't respect you. And sadly, that husband ended up being a bigamist. He was not my husband. He was still married to somebody else. And what happened to make him start talking to her while we were in the end of our relationship anyway, because things were just going downhill, downhill, downhill. But sadly, women, men too, we put up with so much stuff for the sake of our children. We hang in there. Oh, I'm gonna hang in there. Oh, I got to, because my kid he'll be in college in 10 more years. I'm gonna hang in there 10 more years. I know I can do it. Why? Why? They know y'all ain't getting along. They see the disrespect. They see the disconnect. They see the lack of love in your household. All you're doing is teaching them that it's okay to be like this. So, what do you think they do? They take that crap into their relationships. And it's just a vicious cycle until somebody breaks that vicious cycle. Now, that woman doesn't know that I know. It's no sense in me confronting her, going to the car when my baby get in there. Excuse me, were you, I 2 years ago, were you the woman on the phone that I was talking to and I said you can come pick him up? Now, why would I do that? Doesn't make sense. Why won't I just let it go? Well, I did let it go. I'm only bringing it up to you tonight is because a lot of times things won't hit you today. They won't hit you yesterday, but they'll hit you today. And doesn't mean you got to react to it. Just say, thank you, Jesus. Because he's bringing you awareness. Back then you were like, why me? Why I'm going through all this? What happened? Why he do this? Why he do that? Why she do that to me? He bringing you awareness. May not be in your time, but it's going to be in his time. And when it happens, doesn't mean you need to knock on some doors, cuss some people out, cut some clothes up, scratch some cars. You don't need to do that. Just thank God that you got the information that you needed to close that chapter. That man's so miserable now. That lady looked 20 years older than him. Probably is 20 years older than him. When somebody hurts you, you ain't got to get them back. And it's okay to cry about it because it is painful. When you go all in and somebody is like this and they're not really all in with you, that's a painful feeling. It's like, how could this happen to me when I gave this person all of me? And they, don't fret. Don't have no anxiety about it. Just thank God that you were brought aware of the situation. There's some people who are in a relationship right now for 25, 35, 40 years, and they don't know dude got a mistress down the street. Or Honey B got a boyfriend or at the cable man. Watch some Lifetime. Them some true stories. It's pathetic, but it happens all the time. Where I was once told by another husband, I figured if I could get you, I could get a Halle Berry. I lost my mind on that relationship because I gave him everything and more. But that's my fault because I think I treated him like he was my God. And God is a jealous God. Don't put nobody on a pedestal. It's okay to love, but don't put them way up here because God is jealous. He'll show you. Sister, brother, who you praising? I'm your father. And don't you ever forget it. But since you are forgetting it, I'm going to remind you. So when he said that to me, well, how could you do this to us? We were doing so good. We had the beautiful house. We had the nice cars. He had the good salary. Brand new home. Everything was just it. I said, how could you do this to us? I got a baby coming. He said, I don't mean no harm and all, but I figure, shoot, if I can get you, I know I can get a Halle Berry. And when I look back, he was sort of like giving me a compliment, but he was also saying, I can upgrade. I can upgrade. I got you. Okay, it's time now to upgrade, sister. I need somebody higher than you, more beautiful than you. Halle Berry got more problems than I got. Um, Dude, really? You broke up a family to find a Halle Berry. Guess where he is now? Alone. Alone. Unhappy. Sad. It's sickening. It's sickening. When people go after somebody else and they done told somebody else they in love, they have gone on to get married, they're connected, they're in a relationship, they're in love, they about to get married, they're fiancés that impregnate somebody else. How did that happen? Well, I was mad at you, remember? And you told me to get out, so I hooked up with so and so, and I didn't know she was gonna get pregnant. I didn't know she ain't carried nothing. I didn't know she didn't make sure she was protected. Didn't say nothing about him being protected. So he ain't no telling what he could have brought home outside of a baby. He goes somewhere else and impregnate somebody else. Why? And it hurts so bad because we doing the right thing. We doing the right thing and somebody just says, tuh, we don't take relationships serious anymore. We don't love hard enough anymore. I work in a military environment. The Black men don't speak. White men be, hello, ma'am. Hello. Yes, pleased to meet you. Yeah. Yoo-hoo. The Black men like, I see you, but I don't see you. And I'm like, it breaks my heart because I don't want their phone number. Just acknowledge me. Just say good morning. Have a great day. Hello. I don't need their phone numbers. But when they glare away or look at me up and down and turn their eyes away, that is the worst feeling a man can give a woman. And interestingly, if you remember the Million Man March, Farrakhan, Bishop Farrakhan, Father Farrakhan, I don't know what we should be calling him, but I respect him. And I know something should go before Farrakhan. I was out there and he said, how dare you all walk past a woman and don't greet her as good morning, my sister. Why you gonna glare at them or allure at them? Why can't you respect them? So afterwards, I cried all day. I cried until I got back on the metro because they all spoke. They all said, good evening, my sister. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your evening, my sister. That lasted for a week. How a brother could look at a sister and not greet her is pathetic. It is pathetic. It is downright embarrassing. It's degrading for a woman. You have no idea how much you make us feel good when you just say good morning. Hold a door. Men barely will hold a door for the person coming in behind them. What has happened to us? And why? So I asked my brother, my mentor, at work, Michael Mann. His son is online tonight. Hey, Michael. I said, why don't these brothers speak to me? I don't want their phone number. I just want them to say hi to me. He said, girl, they ain't gonna say hi to you. They probably done messed up at home and they don't want no second chances of being in a situation where they get caught up. Ain't nobody gonna speak to you. Get over it. Wow. You worried that I might slip you my phone number? I got so many telemarketers calling my house. I don't even want to give my phone number out. They done took over. Y'all, we gotta love each other. We gotta stop mistreating each other, mistreating people we don't even know. How can you not speak to a person that's walking in your direction? You turn your eyeballs or you look down at the ground like you's looking at the prettiest shoes in the world. How do you do that? And ladies, why you always gotta think somebody do want your phone number so you won't speak? Why do you do that? What is wrong with being courteous? Hello. Hi, how are you? Don't that sound pretty? Hi, how are you? Have a great day. Yeah, you too. That's it. Okay, you might look behind you and say, no, okay, I got that. Don't, but respect each other. Greet each other. Let's start with greeting each other. And now let's go back to cheating. If you're not happy where you are, don't stay where you are. If you don't want to be where you are, don't stay where you are. Please be kind to others and don't go from bed to bed. And these ladies who know the man that you're with is married, and you allow him to come in your home and get in your bed, and he's somebody else's husband. How can you do that? And your children are in the other room and they know because they hear you cussing him out when he got to go home to his wife. And you think any day now or any year now, he's going to leave her to be with you and your kids. It's not going to happen. He just needs somewhere else to lay to get his head right. And what about those men you meet at the club? You dancing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And you say, well, you're not married, are you? Y'all still dancing, right? Y'all dancing. He says, no. Well, sort of I am. But she in one room and I'm in the other. Oh, y'all ain't getting along? No, we haven't had sex in 8 months. I'm getting a divorce. I'm just waiting for the kids to go to college. Well, how old are the kids? They're only 2 and 3. He ain't going nowhere. He in that bedroom with that woman. He ain't in no room down the hall. unless she put him down there because he'd been sleeping with somebody else. A lot of women that hear that game, they exchange phone numbers with him. Why? He's already told you he's in the home with a woman, with some 2-year-olds. And you gonna give him your number for what? You've reduced yourself to a side chick, and for how? For why? For when? How long? Why? Don't do it. If you're doing it today, stop it today. Maybe you chimed in for a good reason. If y'all know somebody doing this, pass this video on to them. You will get nothing but karma. When you break up, when you're in the middle of some drama regarding a family, you're going to get it back. And you're going to be like, what's wrong with my kids? Why are they in so much trouble? Why everything's so jacked up? It's because of what you did with that woman's husband. It may have happened 5 years ago, but we are going to pay for whatever we do. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to pay for it. So try your best not to do things that'll get you caught up in karma. We don't need to do that. Life is so short. That young man from The Young and Restless, 52 years old, he He's gone. Probably from a broken heart. I forgot all about his son committing suicide, dying at an early age. He probably couldn't heal. We go through so much pain. And you can have all the money in the world, all the resources in the world. If you don't get some good therapy, you ain't going to heal. You got to get therapy, even if it's from a church member who shouldn't be charging you, then go do it. Even if it's from even doctors will line you up with somebody and keep the cost, tell you where to go to keep the cost down, so that they have that's a network. They'll do whatever they can to get you on the right track. But don't think you can do it yourself, because if you jacked up here, it jacks up everything. It jacks up everything. I had a nervous breakdown. You know why? I held everything here. When Mr. Halle Berry comment, I was in total shock. This man came home after work. He went all over the country traveling for the job. I had no inkling, no suspicion whatsoever that he was cheating. I continued to dress well. I continued to sex well. I continued to love on our babies. I continued to go to church. I continued to keep the house up. I had a full-time job. I had babies in my stomach, a mid-teenager. I had all of that. He was on the road most of the time. I never thought he had a hole in every area code. I didn't see it. You know what made me see it? I read Michael Baisden's Why Men Cheat. I love to read, and the title just got my attention. Lord have mercy. On the 10th page, he mentioned something about a pager. That was back in the day when they had pagers. And the pager kept going off. 911, 112, 1:15, I would holler over the balcony of the two-story level railing and holler down at him watching the game. 911 just called you. 112 just called you. He would grunt. All right, thank you. Didn't know those are women. He assigned them numbers. Guess what I thought? They were extensions. He was a big corporate guy. I thought it was somebody's extension on the job. And I know how important the job was to him. I'm telling him, which I ain't gonna call up because my John got to do enough video editing from my last video because I did a lot of cussing. I'm sorry, y'all. That's usually not my style, but I was mad last week. I had no idea there were holes from every area code, but they were. And I'm telling him when they calling. I'm hollering down and 911 just called you. That just meant the whole was it needed to talk to him urgently. Where are you? You know what? The mistresses kill me cussing and fussing at somebody else's husband wanting to know where he is when he's home where he's supposed to be home. I can laugh at it now because I was telling him the hoes was calling. And when I look back, I said, "Oh my God, you were actually doing that." So I just want to say to everybody, cheating is not good. And we should not have to go through that. And when somebody does that to you, they're showing you the most ultimate disrespect. And there's no love in cheating. And love is an action word. If somebody loves you, you know it. You see it. You feel it. When somebody just says all day, every day, and then the woman just girlfriends just love to say, he said he loved me. Girl, like he just say he loved me. He say he love you, or he show you he love you. So all my girlfriends just running away because when I question them like that, it makes them think. Even women at my age, and I'm 56 years old, they still are disconnected. They're still disconnected in this age group. And they think if somebody says, I love you, that they truly love you. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case. Love is action. Love is not a bunch of words because words ain't nothing but words. We need to do a better job of loving ourselves. Those of you who are single and still holding on to, hey, Jackie, holding on to some junk that's happened to you 15 years ago. I know a woman who has not been in an intimate relationship in 12 years because somebody 12 years ago beat her. She does not trust men. She hates men. And she won't have anything to do with men. So she lives alone and she's by herself every day. She's totally disconnected from earth. Don't live like that. And know this, anybody who hurts you, they're going to pay dearly for it. Those of you going through stuff on the job, just keep smiling. A lot of times you get promotions after that junk. After going through that turmoil and you still standing, you get promoted out of that. Just hang tough and watch how things progress if you hang tough. But don't die because your spirit has been has been worn because of being in a bad relationship. They don't deserve that of you. They only deserve boy bye, girl bye. Bye, Felicia. That's what they say now. They don't even say that anymore, do they? For her, bye, Felicia. For the young lady, the older lady, the middle-aged lady, boy bye. You ain't got time. That young man is gone, 52 years old, that we all grew up to love on Young and the Restless. He's gone. Pain, hurt. It won't no liquor related. They just, why couldn't they just say they don't know? But I already know. He lost his son a few years ago. He can't get over that. He couldn't get over that. He died in pain. Don't die in pain. Live your life to the fullest. Don't tolerate nothing that hurts you. Don't tolerate nothing that hurts you. If somebody is in your life and they bring nothing but misery, pain, anguish, get rid of them. And God forbid if they're putting their hands on you. I just heard the story tonight. A man, a husband sleeping with a gun with his wife in the bed with him. He's sleeping with a gun to intimidate her. You better not move. You better not say nothing. You better not get up and call nobody. You just hang in there with me. Thank God she got away. I'm going to do 7, 8 stories of domestic violence, and I'm going to publish it this fall. That's what I'm working on next. I can't imagine that. But there's so many different types of pain. The cheating, the domestic violence, the emotional, the emotional abuse. Don't do it. Look at yourself in the mirror every day and say, I've had enough. I'm not going to do anything but goodness from this period on. I love me. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And you keep saying you're beautiful even though you don't believe it. And you cry, you cry, you cry, men and women. I'm not just talking to my homies, my girls, my roses, my beautiful roses. I'm talking about our men because we need you. We need you to be strong. We need you to forgive those women that hurt you, that left you with the babies, that cheated on you, that told you you weren't good enough, told you you can't get it up enough. Let go of that. There's some good women out here. There's some good men out here. We got to connect, but we won't connect until this spirit is right. Until we have made a decision that I ain't hurt no more. And do you know when you say no more drama, you will get no more drama? Family members don't even come to me with drama. They say, "Oh, Tanya, I got to oh, never mind. You ain't gonna want to hear it." I say, "No, thanks. Don't put me in your mess. I'm done with mess. I want to live. Hey, Wanda, I want to live my life to its fullest. And I want you to do the same thing. Yo, life is too short. This is Valentine's Day. Don't be sad if you ain't got no boo. Be your own boo. Love on yourself. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair. Go drop it like it's hot. And love on you. Don't be worried if everybody all coupled up wearing a little red and pink, and I'm gonna have on my pink, y'all. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up on, oh, look at them. Oh, look at him with her. How she get him? Don't be hating. Don't do that. Don't be mad because you see a 400-pound woman and she with this slender man with some muscles, and you wonder how in the world. Oh, don't even go into that. She probably loving on him the way that he need to be loved on. Or she could be one of his many. But if you get caught up in that, it could be 20 different scenarios that ain't even none of your business. So don't focus on that. Cherish that. Cherish the fact that you see some man with some woman that you can't figure out how they together, and love on that. Be appreciative of that. When we love on others' love, God will help us love on somebody that's for us. But we got to put in the work. You ain't going to get it sitting in the bed. My pastor say eating Haagen-Dazs and chips. And sadly, when he said that, it was a Saturday night when I had done absolutely the same thing. I thought the man had a camera in my room because it was me I felt he was talking to. But sometimes we got those nights. Sometimes that's what make us feel good. Don't do it every night, y'all. Put them chips down in that Haagen-Dazs. It ain't gonna do nothing but make you all sick and 40, 50 pounds bigger. And then you wonder where the weight came from. And then you shut down completely because you say ain't nobody gonna want you. Don't do that to yourself. We're supposed to make ourselves complete for us, not him. Men, y'all in there putting all the muscles on. That's good. Do it for you, though. Don't do it for nobody else. Do it because you know you're supposed to keep your body right. Don't be doing it because, yeah, look at it, honey's looking at me. Yeah, look at this 12 pack here. I know they want me. I see them. I see them checking me out. Do it because you want to do it for you. We have to love ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We have to love ourselves. I was married 4 times. I said I do because they asked. And they looked like they loved me. They acted like they loved me for a minute or two. But if somebody cheats on you or lies to you, anytime it's a lot of signs that go against love, it ain't love. It ain't love. So this is Valentine's month. We're going to talk about love, and we're going to talk about what ain't love. So tonight we talking about what ain't love. And if somebody is hurting you, cheating on you, that's not love. That's not love. Love conquers it all. Love is so awesome that it makes you want to be the best wife, the best husband, the best boyfriend, the best girlfriend. And it takes 2 to do it correctly. Don't be with nobody who you know don't like you, and you think you moving him in your home, letting him drive your Lexus, and letting him and buying him expensive clothes. You think that's gonna get him? No, he will take all those suits that you bought him and go with somebody else that he falls in love with. You are not impressing him by buying him. You're just allowing him to use you. And men, if you think taking care of her bills, changing her car, getting her car with 4 tires and doing all the maintenance and giving her the maintenance, if you really think that's what love is, no, it's not. Y'all got to connect. Y'all got to be evenly yoked. Y'all got to have the same plans in life. You got to appreciate her life, her goals, you and vice versa. And you got to have some goals. What I look like? Being with somebody who says, I ain't got no goals, I'm good. I got a good job. I ain't got nothing else to do but go to work and go home. I'm good. I'm about ready to retire. I'm good. You got your goals. I don't need none. I'm good. And then that person gets mad at you because you do have goals. You can't go out tonight because you got this and this and this to do. No, you're not evenly yoked. And to think about it. Oh, you go to church? No, I don't go to church. No, I don't do church. They fakes. Really? But you can go to the club. You don't think they fake? Oh, really? You can go to work. You don't think they fake? You really think they like you? But you can't go to God's home. Yeah, people kill me with that because the church don't belong to them people in there. It's God's church. You are what is going to make church. And if a lot of snobs are in there looking down at you, whose problem is that? It's their problem. It's not yours. You go to church because you want to worship God in his home, in his house. Not because somebody looked at you because you had on that tight dress. You probably wore that tight dress because you hoping some usher pick you up or some deacon check you out. But I ain't got nothing to do with that. The fact of the matter is you went to church. And if somebody didn't look at you the way you wanted them to look at you, that ain't your business. Your business is worshiping God. So how you look like you worshiping God and you connected with some man who's not worshiping God, who don't even want to say amen. I dated somebody for 5 years. When I said the grace, he waited respectfully, but he couldn't say amen. And when I look back on that, I deserve the breakup because I should have put my foot down and said, dude, I can't do this. You can't even worship God at the table, and he prepared this food. He made this food possible for us. And you can't even say amen, and I'm doing the work. I'm saying the grace. All you got to do is say amen. I don't care if you did pay for it. The fact that you in a position to even put the food in your mouth. But I didn't. I said, he gonna eventually act like I act. Because they say association brings on assimilation. No, it didn't. Not for 5 years. He never said amen. So I'm saying all that to say, when crap goes wrong and you're in it and you know it was wrong day one, just say, okay, I surrender. I deserved it. I shouldn't have been there. I shouldn't have done it. Just admit it and keep it going. You can't even be that mad. You can't even be that sad because you knew up front you shouldn't have been in it. You knew up front you should not have been in it. And it's okay. We all do it. We all make sad, crazy mistakes in relationships. But that doesn't mean we have to stay there. Don't stay there, y'all. Don't stay there. It's time to be happy and love on you. Ladies, get your hair done, wear your makeup, wear your jewelry. I don't care if you go to the dollar store. No, dollar store ain't got no jewelry. Where can we go to get some nice little Payless? Payless got some good stuff. Accentuate yourself. I don't care if you don't wear your hair bald. I don't care if you put some stuff, some weave in it. I don't care if you decide that you want to go natural. Be a beautiful you. And man, be a beautiful you. Life is so short. We got to love us first. And I'm going to tell you the tricky part about loving yourself first. People are going to be afraid of you. They're not going to understand you. You're going to have girlfriends that run away. Men, you're going to have men look at you sideways like, well, what's happened to him? You're going to have people that you might be in the club. Ain't nobody dancing with you. Don't nobody want to be bothered with you. Or somebody come at you, or somebody does dance with you, but they don't go any further. They don't go any further because they say, wow, I ain't gonna stop here because this woman is for real. She don't look like I can play her. He don't look like I can get over on him and manipulate him. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Don't feel bad. Don't feel alone. Say thank you, Jesus. Because when that starts happening, he is preparing you for who and what you deserve in your life. So don't ever think you're alone, because those loneliest times that you feel you are alone, he is with you. But you got to surrender. You got to open up. You got to open up. Give him all your pain. Stop holding it in. Stop hating people, hating new people because of stuff somebody in the past have done to you. Don't hate new because of old. It's not fair to the new. But you got to forgive. Forgive yourself more than anything. Because stop calling yourself stupid. I can't believe I was this dumb. I can't believe I'm this ugly. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. I can't believe I'm an idiot. Don't call yourself none of that. A lot of us do that. Catch it. Catch it before you speak it. If you speak it, it comes to fruition. Whatever you speak is going to happen. Good, the bad, or the ugly. Speak goodness against yourself. So if it's negativity coming out of here, don't let it come out of here. Just stop it and reverse it. I think I'm beautiful. I think I'm smart. You see how I caught myself? That's what you got to do, and make a habit of that and look in that mirror until the pain comes out. I remember looking in the mirror until I cried. I cried. All the pain was just coming out. And it was like a cleansing. And you can't do it just looking in the mirror. You got to stare at it like a scary movie. And you'll start feeling all that stuff, all the sadness, all that built up frustration just gonna pour out. And write me about it. And if you have a domestic violence story that you want to share with me, I will publish it, put your name on it, on your story, and we gonna do some things, and we're gonna help other women. And as a result of helping other women, we're helping men too, because men who read my book have said, "Well, dang." I didn't know I didn't know a man cheating could cause a woman to go through all that. I mean, dang on. Now I know how my sisters feel. Now I know how my mama feel. Dude, but whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. So I am happy you all joined me tonight. Life is so short and we have to love on one another. Men, speak to these beautiful ladies that you see. Women, don't think somebody wants your number every time they say good morning and you don't even speak to them. Return the greeting. Come on, everybody ain't after you. Connect, love, trust. Let go of that negativity. Just let go. Love yourself. Forgive. Please forgive. Forgive yourself for being that person that you thought you would never be. The fact that you gave in to somebody when you know you should not have given in to somebody. Let go of all that. We're human. When you're human, you are going to make bad mistakes. You're not perfect. None of us are. So those of you been cheated on, let it go. Forgive. Forgive you and forgive that person. And let's rock us. Let's, as my girls say, Deja, let's be lit. Men, women, let's be lit. And if you haven't read my latest book, I'm Still a Rose, y'all, it's a killer. It's a killer in a good way because after all those relationships went sour, I learned who I was. I said, wait a minute, who the common denominator here? It ain't them. He did this to me. He did, I ain't gonna be no victim. I'm a victor. And I realized I was the common denominator, so I had to make changes within myself in order to move forward. And I had to love me in order to move forward. Please, please, let's love on ourselves. And women, we are that beautiful rose. I don't care if you went through domestic violence. I don't care if you went through emotional abuse. I don't care if you went through physical abuse. I don't care if you went through a sickness, a loss, divorce, betrayal. The list goes on and on with all of those thorns. You're still that beautiful flower. That'll never change. All you got to do is accept that. Affirm, I'm still a rose. In spite of it all, I am. And you are too. Men, don't forget, speak to these women, all these beautiful roses. Hello, Rose. And women, don't you turn around and say, I ain't no Rose. That ain't my name. Oh, I'm not talking to you. Don't do that. Just receive it. Hi, how are you? Okay, you ain't got to put the flirt in. Okay, I'm always adding the extra I. Just say, hi, how are you? Okay, is that better? All right. And you never know, it might be a connection. But if you ain't gonna get no connection like that. You running everybody away. Just like my BFF says, we don't want you. We're just being cordial. And wait, John, sometimes you can want them. That could be the beginning of something. Just the greeting itself. But you never know if you don't greet. I mean, women, I'm not speaking to you. I don't know who you are. Why do we do that? That's the ugliest face. Look at that face. Ain't that ugly? So, man, if y'all see that face, I wouldn't speak to him either. But y'all gotta try us. Try us and hit me up and tell me how it went. But we gotta love each other. Love these beautiful roses that are set before you. And man, if y'all love us, oh my God, what we will give you. Mm-mm-mm. But you got to try. Take the first step, but connect with you first. Know what you like about yourself and what you don't like about yourself and what you know don't nobody like about you. And just think about that for a minute. What nobody likes about you, that means it's a common fact that it's ugly. And you're not going to do nothing about it. When all them people don't even know each other and you just gonna be cocky about it, like, well, they don't like it. That's on them. I'm gonna be judging. I can afford to be judging. I got a 6-figure income. I got a nice home. I drive 2 nice cars. If they can't accept me how I am, screw them. Dude, change. Don't be judging. Work on yourself. Stop thinking you're perfect because you got a perfect salary. Come on. It's more to life than just what you got in your bank account. It's more than life than where you got something else because sometimes that ain't going to work. One minute you going to wake up and, oh, where to go? Oh my gosh. Or if you ain't going to be able to see it because okay, we ain't going to go there tonight. You just don't know what's going to happen. So stop being vain. Stop being cocky. And women, you too. Same thing. You think a salary makes you a better person? Oh, I can't date him. He's just a cashier. And I'm a professional. You don't know if that's his part-time job? Well, it can't be because he wouldn't have worked those hours, you see. That just doesn't make sense. Really? You gonna judge him because he's a cashier? I don't care what the man is doing, long as he show me love and respect and generosity. If he can cashier and he can take care of a sister and hook her up and take her out and put on a plane and uh, cashier, here we come. It shouldn't matter. Long as he know he can work two jobs to take care of you and your job, help with his money, and y'all combined it. What's the problem? How dare you turn your nose up? Now I'm not saying if he's sitting at home ain't working and you working and he want to hook up with a sister. No, he got to get himself together first. I understand that, but don't judge a person by where he works. Don't do that. And brothers, don't think because you got a good salary, we supposed to accept all the meanness, all the arrogance that you put us through. That's unacceptable. So I could talk to you all night. I love these lives. I thank you all for connecting with me. I thank you all for sharing. I thank you all for writing, reading my books and talking to me about it, telling me what you didn't like about me, telling me what you don't like about the videos. I love all that because it helps me grow. And I've also learned to get tough skin because back in the day, I would have been like, John, he called me and he said he didn't like what I said. But I'm not that person anymore. I have moved on and have grown up. And the stuff that I've been through that I talk about and I'm still a rose, I got some tough skin now. I mean, it's amazing what God will put you through to get you to. So never forget that. If you're going through a whole lot of stuff, don't think it's the end of the world. It's the beginning of the world. Just remember that. It ain't the end of the world for you. It's the beginning because he ain't going to put more on us than we can bear. That's scriptural. He ain't going to do that. So if it's a lot on you, oh my gosh, and you're just like, how can this happen to me? What is he doing to me? I'm just gonna throw in the towel, we'll get in my bed and eat my Haagen-Dazs and eat my chips and watch Lifetime all night. No, don't give up. Because that just means just say this to yourself or say it to God when you're down. God, I can't believe you put me through this. Tell me what you got going on for me. Because if you taking me down this low, I can't wait to see how high you gonna take me and speak it and watch how high you go. All them exes in here, every time they see me, whew, Lord have mercy, what a fool I was. Because each one of them. So move on. Move on. You got to do the best that you can and know that God got you. God got you. Get over that person cheating on you. Get over that person hurting you. Get over all of that. Dennis says, hey, Dennis, even a rose seed, when planted, grows in filthy dirt, but comes up through all the dirt and mud and will blossom into the most beautiful flower that we all will cherish through all the days of our life. Do y'all hear that? Thank you so much, Dennis. You always say something so profound. I just get chills all over me. What's your phone number, Dennis? Thank you for that. Y'all, in closing, Thank you for that so much. That really resonates. Everything you say resonates. That resonates. Um, y'all, no matter what you go through in life, there's a new beginning for you. It doesn't end because you've been in pain. It doesn't end because somebody hurt you. It doesn't end because you think your life is over. It's only ready to begin. Don't ever give up on you, men included. Men, say hello. Greet these beautiful roses. Women, say hello. Respond to the greeting kindly, respectfully. Respect yourself. Love on yourself. Love on yourself so you can receive love. You cannot receive love if you don't love yourself. Do you know when somebody knows you don't love yourself, they will not love you and they will hate you and they will treat you accordingly? A lot of times that's why you see a very, very good looking man with a very, very funny looking woman, because he feels like he can take her down further because she gonna be so happy to have him in her life that she's gonna accept that because she's so in awe that she got him. And that's really sad because she is beautiful, but she don't know it. So he don't know it either, and he will take advantage of her. And that's what happens all the time. Y'all, let's no more taking advantage of each other. Let's love on each other. If you one of them cheaters, stop cheating. Go home, get on your knees, tell your woman, your man that you done. And I ain't mean getting on your knees to propose or getting on your knees to do something. Just get in eyeball level and just say, I'm sorry, I messed up, but I'm ready to fix it. Because if you keep cheating and you lose her, ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing out here but some mess. And you're going to reap what you sow. So you might as well stay connected with what you got and love on that and fix that. All right, y'all. I'm still a rose in spite of it all. I love you guys. Thank you for joining tonight. Please share if you think this video can help somebody, because there are a lot of us that need help. And I'm going to keep them coming. All this month is going to be about love or lack of love, because it is Valentine's. And I'm no hater. If there are lovers out there who want to come on live with me this month, even on the radio station, WBGR, I will be happy to interview you. Because I love love. When I see love, I just get Google bumps. I'm just like, oh my God, they love each other. I can feel it. And ask God to give you the discernment to know love from not love. Because that's deep. When you got that, you can see them coming. And they can see you too. That's deep. That's very deep. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am still a rose in spite of it all. If you haven't read this book, I'm Still a Rose, it will help you. It will help you grow. It will help you learn that you are the common denominator. Don't be blaming no brothers for hurting you. Men, don't be blaming no women for hurting you. If we are always getting hurt, that's on us. If we're not changing and we going in a vicious cycle and it's just, oh my gosh, how can this happen to me again? It happened to me 2 years ago, the same identical thing. Oh, she broke up with me too. Oh, he broke up with me too. Or he cheated on me too. Oh, that one cheated on me too. Hey, look in the mirror. It's you. Why is this happening to me? Ask yourself that. And be honest with yourself and stop being a victim. We ain't no victims. We are victors. Roses ain't no victim. We too pretty for that. We too got it going on for that. Just receive your pain, deal with it, cry about it, get it over with, and move on. To the left, to the left. To the left, just let it go. Let it go. Boy, bye. Bye, Felicia. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. That means so much to me. Dennis, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. You guys have I just feel like having a big Facebook family reunion because you guys have connected with me and we just been rolling. Thank you. I'm on YouTube as well. Please subscribe if you like. Buy my books if you like. I'm also on podcasts, Barbie's Real Talk. I do a lot. I'm supposed to record this and put it on there, but now I got to do another a podcast. But WBGR live every other Friday, radio. And I'm just trying to keep it real, y'all. I want to connect with you guys. I want y'all to get it right. I want us to get it right because relationships are important. And don't be in no half-ass relationship. Be in a relationship that counts, that matters, that's good, that's solid as a rock, that's gonna take you this way, not this way. No more pain and sorrow. Okay? Thank you. Peace. I'm still a rose in spite of it all. Don't ever forget it. Women, you are a rose. Wake up and say, I'm still a rose, honey. Don't you ever forget it, honey. And women, start talking about, I'm still a rose in spite of it all. Make that resonate because we are. We are that beautiful flower, as Dennis said. Dennis, I'm still in that. I'm going to put that on my website. I'll put your name under it too. All righty. Okay. Peace. I love you. I gotta go. Got to pin curl my hair, do some work for work tomorrow, and do my podcast too. So I'm a hardworking woman, single parent. Got to do what I got to do. I love you guys. Thank you. Love on each other. Okay. All right. Thank you. Good night.